It's straight talk with no chaser. It gives the people a voice. Empowers you with a choice. She gives you straight talk, no chaser. Straight talk with no chaser. Straight talk with no chaser. Straight talk with no chaser. She provides a platform of growth and gives the dying people hope. She gives you straight talk, no chaser. Straight talk with no chaser. Straight talk with no chaser. Straight talk with no chaser.
Welcome to the Straight No Chaser show on IntellectualRadio.com, an iHeart radio station. This is your host, Rhea Ray Harris, and I'm so grateful to be with everyone this evening. Before I start tonight's fantastic interview, I do have some announcements to make. These are my Rhino Nation Chicago members, and they have their own businesses, so I want to promote them as we are promoting the experience for those small independent business owners. Majani's is Chicago's premier vegan catering service. We have over 30 years of experience preparing unique, delicious, and healthy vegan dishes with almost everything being made from scratch. Mention that you heard this ad on the Straight No Chaser show and receive a 5 to 10% discount off your next order. Contact Majani's Catering at 773-507-8280 or majani catering@gmail.com. Coming soon, Majani's Vegan Restaurant at 7167 South Exchange in the South Shore community of Chicago. That is Majani's Catering. That's going to be an exciting experience. Opportunity at your fingertips. Embark on your Jamberry journey today and start making your dreams a reality. Once you begin your path to success, you'll receive a wealth of business tools, one of the best compensation plans in the industry, online resources, and all kinds of support customized for you and your individual business. Join today at kk.jamberry.com/join. That's KAYKAY.JAMBERRY.com/join. Stay abreast of all the latest news and happenings at the hottest coffee house on the planet. You have to up your sip game. Go to www.sipandsavorchicago.com or just stop in one of their locations. If you're in the Bronzeville community, Sip and Savor is at 528 East 43rd Street. And if you're in the Hyde Park area, Sip and Savor is at 5301 South Hyde Park Boulevard. Sip and Savor Coffee House, where coffee and community meet. Super Mommy Diaries is a professional blog started by a mom who suffered through infertility and multiple pregnancy losses. This blog is a place that will give a voice to all of the babies who left this earth too soon. If you are in need of support or need help finding resources in your area, please contact Ritak at RETTAKCOLLIER@gmail.com or go to her website, which is Ritak Collier, spelled the same way, .com. And lastly, have a taste for great barbecue? Make Uncle Jay's Barbecue your next stop. Uncle Jay's is located at 502 East 47th Street, just east of Vincennes on 47th Street in Chicago, for that delectable taste that will keep you coming back for more. Those are the Rhino Nation Chicago members. We also have a contest. Now, Chicago Girlfriends is a locally based, the first one from what I understand, reality show for Chicago women. And actually, one of our intellectual radio hosts is on. So tonight, for the person that gives me the first inbox message to Rhea Ray Harris on my Facebook inbox, you will receive VIP tickets to their celebration opening party. So the first person that inboxes me tonight gets 2 passes to see the new reality television series opening red carpet party for free. So get in touch with me ASAP, and I will make sure that you get your tickets for this really phenomenal event. Now, we've done all of that. Let me introduce my wonderful guest. Tonight, I have LaTabitha Bryant,
Mhm.
who is the owner of the Chicagoland's premier concierge service, Tell Tabby First. Thank you so much for being a guest on the Straight No Chaser show.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I want people, before we even start getting into the business aspect, to know a little bit about you. So tell us a little bit about your background. Are you native?
Yes, I'm born and raised here.
They love it. They love it. What community were you raised in?
I spent a little bit of time in the projects.
Just had to just go
I
flat
know,
out with
just
it.
because I'm not ashamed.
And you should not
That's
be.
where I came from, and then I grew up in the Chatham neighborhood. My grandparents still live there now.
All right. And what schools did you attend?
My elementary, I used to go to OH Perry until it was changed to Hare Washington. That's why I graduated 8th grade, and then I graduated high school with Simeon Career
See,
Academy.
there's some, is it Wolverines?
Yes,
I'll see.
absolutely,
My memory did
absolutely,
not fail me. There's some
absolutely.
Wolverines that I know are watching. All right. And when you got out of high school, when you graduated, what is it that you said in your mind that you wanted to do with your life?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. When I got out of high school, I had no idea what I wanted to do
Well,
with my
that makes
life.
two of us.
I
So,
did not know. I was lost. I was a lost soul. Didn't have no idea. And I started working at a company in Alsip, and one of the boss's wives approached me and said, "What are you doing here?" Because I was working in a factory job, and she was like, "You're so caring and you're so giving. You should go into nursing." And I was like, "Okay," and that's what I did. I went into nursing.
and that's all it took. It wasn't.
That was it.
It
It
was
wasn't.
no
I was like, I'll try
convincing or
it,
anything.
and the warehouse was hot, and I couldn't last in there. So I was like, let me get into some AC. So I said I went and gave nursing a try, and I loved it, and I've been doing that for 20 years, and I've been enjoying it.
You have to love anything to do it, or at least like it enough, or they pay you a whole lot to do
Mhm.
something that amount of time.
Mhm.
So you're an LPN,
Correct. Absolutely.
and your career has been primarily at the VA.
Before I started at the VA, I worked in nursing homes, and I've been at the VA for 8 years now. Mhm.
And I'm sure there you have had your own set of experiences.
You know what? The VA gives me a whole lot of experiences. Every day, I find something new, and it opens my eyes into how blessed we are that we can't take life for granted. That we need to take care of ourselves, eat right, diet, exercise, do all the things to try to maintain a healthy life. And at the end of the day, that still might not work. So cherish life while you have it.
And not only just that, but especially in, well, I won't say especially in the Black community, but in the Black community,
Hmm.
we have still a stigma about addressing any type of mental disrupt,
Hmm.
mental illness, when we need to say, okay, something's going on
Yeah.
with me, or if I
Yeah.
see something going on with someone else,
Yeah.
to get them help.
Yeah.
Because I do have friends that are veterans,
Hmm.
and sometimes it's not easy.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes there are flashbacks, there are night tremors, there are a lot of things that come with their experiences, and that's something to be ashamed of.
Hmm.
And if you need to get some help, please, veteran or not, please get the help, because the body is no good if the mind is still in disarray.
Yeah. I agree.
So that's a totally, I know we went off the topic, but that's
Oh, that's
important to me.
okay.
That's
I
very
can talk
important.
about nursing all day long. So
Not, we're not,
that's not what we're here
right,
for
we're not talking
today.
about nursing
Yeah.
today. Having had that type of career,
Hmm.
what made you start Tell Tabby First concierge service?
What made me start Tell Tabby first was that I saw the lack of resources for people. That my patients would come in, ask them, do I have this? Do I know this person for this? And unfortunately, as a nurse, I can't give that kind of information to them. So I felt kind of bad. But then I have friends and family who will need this, that, and I'm thinking to myself, well, it's so many entrepreneurs, so many business owners, why you can't find what you're looking for. And even for myself, even when I wanted to find a baker or a contractor, it was like, you have this long list of people, but what do? You just pull a name out of the hat and then you just find it. You don't know anybody.
And you trust
and
that
then
it's
you
gonna
trust
be
that it's
okay.
going to be okay. And at the end of the day, you get screwed. And I've been screwed so many times. And so through my years of being screwed, I came up with this long list of no's and yeses. And I have over 6,000 contacts. And I'm like, so what do I do with all these people? And I found myself spending more time finding, connecting people than I did going to work. Like, I'll be late going to work because I'm trying to find you a babysitter for the baby, or find you a dog sitter to walk your dog. And I'm like, okay, wait, I gotta be late for work. Or I'm in the parking lot of my job because my friend called me and told her that her videographer canceled on her at the last minute. So I'm calling, and that's what started Tell Tabby first. Yeah.
Now, for people that really aren't familiar with the term concierge service, can you tell them actually, even though you gave a general explanation there, what is it that you do?
So basically, I cater to your needs, whatever it is that you need, your lifestyle needs that you have. You basically just call Tell Tabby, tell me what you're looking for, and I'll find it for you pretty much. So whether you want a mobile masseuse to come to your home, you want them to come on to your job at lunch, you want somebody to come and do your mani and pedi at home, or for whatever you need. In my search of this year, I found some pretty interesting people, and I didn't even know people do some of the stuff that they did. But if you want a tiger, I can probably get you a tiger delivered to your house in the morning.
We're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about not just some of the businesses that you've linked up with, but your rating systems and how all this just came into play. We'll be right back on the Straight No Chaser Show on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeartRadio station. We're back on the Straight No Chaser Show on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeartRadio station. I'm laughing because Gina Lamar is back in the studio. She will be back at 7 o'clock with Monday Night Mingle on IntellectualRadio.com. That is so fantastic because I was worried that my girlfriend was trying to run away, but she came back. So that's a great thing. Back to my guest, the fabulous LaTabitha Bryant. Now, we went on break. We were talking about getting tigers for people. Now,
don't ask me for a tiger, please. Because if you do, I'm gonna have to deliver it.
I might just have to ask you because people will tell you. I have
to deliver it in the morning. So get it to them.
See, my friends will tell you, oh, Rhea will ask for something that's exciting and new, as they say, the
what?
love boat, exciting and new.
I will absolutely deliver it.
When you started your list, it was a personal list. It was not actually looking to be a development into a business.
Nope.
How did you, outside of, was it strictly your contacts at the VA that you couldn't help directly because of your job? Was that really what pushed you into the business, or did something else happen to make you say, you know what, I think I can do this and I think I'll be great at it?
Well, I had an incident where I hired a contractor to do some work on my home, and he screwed me big time for thousands of dollars. And I end up suing the guy. And me and my husband got our money back. And I felt like I just didn't want anybody to have to go through that again. Like, it just didn't want anybody. And after I trusted the person who gave me the information, but unfortunately, after I did the research with him, he had a whole long list of complaints where he closed this one business down and renamed it. And I didn't even know that was possible. But girl, I've learned some things now these days. And so I was just like, I really don't want people to have to go through that. I don't want nobody to have to deal with that. And that's basically what pushed me and say, you know what, I might be on to something.
Yeah. Now, Who was your first client?
Besides my friends and family.
I'm saying not your husband.
I know, right? Yes. Besides my friends and family, I've had people. My very first client was looking for a marketer. She was looking for a marketer, and I connected her with some people, and got that taken care of. And I was very happy, and she's very happy still to this day of the services that we provided for her. Unfortunately, I don't like to, tell clients everything, because I don't know if they're okay with me telling them.
When we look at the range, because I know I see online, at least every now and then, a commercial for, I think it's angieslist.com. And I see a lot of babysitting ads. I do see that primarily. And I'm assuming, because I didn't have any babysitter for my son, I was like, if he can't go to my mama's house, he's just going to stay home. I've never been comfortable with that. But other people obviously were. But what are the biggest groups as far as what customers are asking you for assistance getting? Is it childcare? Is it contracting services? Is it marketing services?
What's funny is that the biggest thing I've been asked for is something that I can probably help people with. People are looking for jobs. That's the one thing that I have filled inboxes of people, do you have anybody hiring and things like that. But besides the jobs, they're looking for fashion designers, personal designers. I have people looking for makeup artists, hairstylists, masseuse. That get a lot of inboxes, a lot of messages for that. So it's just a wide range of a lot of things people are looking for.
And once you started the business, how did you actually promote your own company? Because you're promoting, you have a company that's built on promoting other companies, as well as not promoting those that have gotten bad ratings. So how did you promote your own company?
Well, basically, I only promote Tell Tabby. You come to me, you tell me what you're looking for, and then I refer you to these different clients. So I don't personally put their business out there, because I don't want to be the one to say, okay, you saw this on my website and then you felt like you wanted to. I give you a choice, a list of people. If you want to, and then I let you go and you look at the interviews and then you make a decision. I don't want to be the one to say, okay, Tabby referred me to this person, and then if you get screwed, now my name is on the line. But at the end of the day, all I do is promote Tell Tabby first. That's it.
And is there a screening process you have for businesses that are interested? Let's say I wanted to bring my skincare line, which is simplebeautynaturals.com/Shreya, to Tell Tabby. If you had a young lady that wanted to have like a private pamper party or a skin consultation, how would I get Simple Beauty Naturals in Tell Tabby first lineup of businesses to be possibly referred?
So basically, we'll spend a day together. We'll talk about your business, how you got started. So basically, you'll tell me everything about your business. And if I have not used your products, I'll use your products. I have friends and family use your products. And then if it's a client that want to go ahead and use, because I'll let them know I've never used this product before. I've never used this client before. So you'll be my first review. And then that's what we'll do. After I spend my time and then I send you through the ringers, then I refer you to them. Then I get the information from the client and how they felt about.
So there is an interview process for everyone that has the potential to be referred to your clients. And I appreciate that, because too often, in my opinion, you have people referring just off the cuff. Well, my cousin's, little friend said that her brother's, father is good.
That's how I got screwed the first time with the contractor for my house, because I went by somebody else's reviews, and I don't want that.
All right. When we come back on the Straight No Chaser show, we're going to talk about some of the triumphs and some of the challenges of not just being an LPN and having a full-time job, but having a family and still being an entrepreneur. We'll be right back on the Straight No Chaser show, and we'll be right back with H. Cortez's Money Moment.
Greetings, Rhea Ray and my Straight No Chaser family. It's your main man, H. Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor to the working class, coming to you with tonight's Money Moment. Tonight, I'm going to talk specifically to the millennials. All right, if you're in that generation where you're 35 years or younger, I heard some statistics over the weekend that really floored me. Two in particular, and one floored me a little bit more than the other. But the statistics say that the average millennial will need at least $2 million to retire. All right, the average millennial will need at least $2 million to retire. Now, that is a tall order for anyone when you consider that 3 out of 4 Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So where is the money going to come from to put towards retirement that's going to grow into $2 million? But here's the second statistic that floored me. I heard this from one of my wealth strategists and my wealth mentors, Dr. Boyce Watkins, and the statistic says that for the first time in history, the millennials is the generation that will die in debt. All right. Now, we've known people who've died and left debt behind, but never before has there been an entire generation that is not expected to ever pay off their debts. All right. And you've heard me talk about the challenges that face us all. And one of the main challenges that will lead to millennials dying in debt is inflation. See, companies are requiring more and more and more education for entry-level jobs, meaning more and more student loan debt is being accumulated by the millennial generation to get jobs that will not even pay enough to pay off the student loans. Then you add in taxes, then you add in a low financial IQ, and you have the perfect storm for an entire generation to never get out of debt. Can you imagine living with the stress of debt until the day that you die? Well, guess what? I have some solutions for you guys. It's simple. You have to either spend less or earn more, or a combination of the two. I like to teach people about the potential they have to earn more by turning their passions into profits, because when you create your own business by something you're passionate about, it minimizes your taxes. That brings money back into your household that you can use to better manage your debt. If you like that strategy, then reach out to me at my Facebook fan page and look for the link to our case study to get more details. I'm your boy, H. Cortez, financial health mentor to the working class. You're listening to the Straight No Chaser show with Rhea Ray as your host. Until I talk to you next week, get your money up. Peace.
And that was H. Cortez with this week's Money Moment. That kind of stopped me kind of dead when he said $2 million are going to be needed for them to retire. As my child is a millennial, I'm thinking
I'm a millennial.
Yeah.
I think
you want to start shoveling some snow, cutting some grass, belly dancing, whatever it is you need to do at this point to bring it in. That's a big figure. But you know what? All things are possible.
Absolutely.
Through Christ who strengthens me. So we're not going to have any doubts on that, but that was just, I wasn't prepared. Because I don't listen to what he says beforehand. I want to be surprised too. Mm-hmm. And wow. Well, at least you're on your way.
Definitely. I'm going to speak it. I accept it. Thank you.
Amen. Now, as an entrepreneur who also has a stable job, who also has a family, how do you manage all those?
Who said I was managing it? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Basically just by Christ. Like, himself just give me all the strength and the glory to do everything that I do. I have a supportive husband, a very, 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 very supportive husband. My daughter, she's 10. She's the boss of me. She's very supportive of me, my 18-year-old son. I have friends and family. I have a group of people who keep me humble and keep me on track. And even the days that I don't want to get out of bed and I don't want to do anything, I have knocks on the door saying, hey, this is what we got to do. We got to be at this place. We got to do. So I have just support and God, pretty much. A lot of prayer.
All right. Now, in developing your business, what was the most, let's call it interesting business that you've come across? One of the more unique ones.
And I'm trying not to say that word. One of the biggest things, the difficulties I had a client come to me less than a month ago and asked for 30 vendors for a event that he was planning, and he wanted 30 vendors in like 3 days. And I was like, so did you not know that you had this event coming up, and why did you wait to the last minute? But of course, I had to put a smile on my face and I had to deliver. So that's what I did.
And deliver, you did.
Absolutely.
See, and
Absolutely.
that's professionalism, despite how a lot of consumers are not necessarily considerate of time.
Yeah.
Because they expect you to be able to pull the rabbit out of the hat, and you did.
Yeah.
What has been thus far your best experience as the owner of Tell Tabby First?
My best experience is every day when I connect clients to, their resources and they're happy with I have great experiences every day. When my clients, looking for a website designer and they website finally go live and I get to see, their vision coming to light. Anything to do. If you wanted to paint her and you finally send me the pictures of the final draft of your painting that got done, I'm happy with everything, that every connection I make with people, I'm happy with.
Now, you just started this business June of last year, correct?
Absolutely.
So your first year anniversary, are we doing anything special?
Well, I started my business in June of last year. And a month after I started my business, my husband got diagnosed with cancer. So that put a little bit of strain on everything. So even though my anniversary is June, I did not get back into the business since in January. So
we're going to wait until January?
I don't know. I have people, because I did it on my 34th birthday. I went in to started the business on my 34th birthday. So June 18th of this year would be my 1-year anniversary of Tell Tabby and my 35th birthday. I want to do it, but I have so many other priorities that to celebrate right now is not.
Other clients' priorities.
Other clients' priorities, and just other things that, just celebrate me in the background. I'm okay with that.
This is something that they told me as an entrepreneur myself. I respect what you're saying, but never totally put your own business to the background. You need to celebrate some of your accomplishments, because if not, it starts to feel like work.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Let's say hopefully by January, we'll have, even if it's a small something, we'll have something to say, I did it well, I'm going to keep doing it well, and thank you all for supporting me.
With that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and have something in June. Only because I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, there's other priorities, there's other things more important than my 1-year anniversary. But to me, it's a milestone, because in this last year, I have been through so many things, me and my family, and just to be able to get those people in the room and say, thank you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being, I call them tabsters, tab supporters. Thank you for being a tabster. Thank you for being there. Thank you for all the tweets, for the Facebooks, for all the messages, for all the phone calls. Thank you. And I think I might go ahead and celebrate.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, do clients as well as potential business owners reach you the same way?
Yes, they all can go on my website at telltabbyfirst.com, or they can reach me on my or they can email me at letmehelp@telltabbyfirst.com, or they can call me at 844-4TABBY-FIRST. That's 844-482-2178.
And when it's Tell Tabby First, is it the number one?
The number one ST.
ST.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is there anything that you want to tell the viewers before we sign off tonight?
Well, my next project, because with all my 6,000 contacts, I felt like I wasn't doing enough, that I wasn't connecting enough people, that there was so much more that I should be able to share with the world. So today is my first step of being uncomfortable. I'm a behind the scenes type of person. I don't want to do radio. I don't want to take pictures. I don't want to get on video or camera or anything. I don't want to do anything. But I have so many people saying, hey, Tabby, I need visibility for my business. I'm going under. I've been so many times, on the phone with clients crying, saying if I don't get clients, I'm going to have to close my business. And that hurts. So I've decided that I'm going to launch my new YouTube channel. So basically what I'll basically be doing in my YouTube channel is a little bit what you're doing, bringing people on and talk about their business. But my YouTube channel will be Tell Tabby All About It. So basically, if you're a small business owner, entrepreneur, solopreneur, whatever you got, you could a tapping clown, a dancing clown, anything that you have that you want to tell Tabby all about, that you want me to share with the world, that I will share it. So I have a long list of people that want to come on my show and show me. I was at the Black Women's Expo yesterday, and I just saw all these amazing people, and I'm just like, oh my God, I could bring you on my show. I want to share the world. I want to share you with the world. So basically, that's what I'm going to start now. I'm going to start my new YouTube channel, Tell Tabby All About It. So basically, yes.
So we're going to look for that launch soon.
Very soon. Sooner than you think. Yes.
Let me write this down.
Sooner than you think.
Tell Tabby All About It.
Yep.
All right, on YouTube.
Yep.
And with that, this is tonight's segment of the Straight No Chaser Show on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeartRadio station. I want to thank you so much, Tabitha Bryant, for being my guest this evening. And I'm going to start using your services because
absolutely.
I am the ultimate. We used to do a segment here called the Clap and Smack segment, which I would send my Smack squad out to go to various businesses, and we'd have a rating sheet, and they'd either get a clap if they were good or a smack if they weren't. But we're taking this show a different direction. Starting next month, we're going strictly community action and politics. But I'll still be able to support what you're doing because all of us still have to eat.
Absolutely.
We have to have things fixed in our homes, and we have to be dressed. And I do like to be customized. Yes, Earl, I like to be custom. So with that, we will look forward to having Tell Tabby first come out as the Chicagoland premier concierge service. And I think you're the only Black one that I've found nationally.
Yeah, everybody keep telling me that I need to find a mentor that's doing what I'm doing. I haven't been able to find anybody that's doing what I'm doing. So if anybody know anybody, definitely. I am learning every day.
I'm going to ask Tequila Shabazz, who is a part of the BE Black movement, to link up with you because they do a lot of not what you're doing, but they can at least give you a little guidance as to how to do it. I'll give you her information when we get off the air. So with that, we will say good evening. And as always, dedicate yourself to the truth, no matter the cost. Everyone have a peaceful evening. This is your host, Rhea Ray Harris, signing off.
Thank you.
It's straight talk with no chaser. Gives the people a voice, empowers you with a choice. She gives you straight talk, no chaser. Straight talk with no chaser. Straight talk with no chaser. Straight talk with no chaser. She provides a platform of growth and gives the dying people hope. She gives you straight talk, no chaser. Straight talk with no chaser. Straight talk with no chaser. Straight talk with no chaser.